Welcome students, we are running a series of management concepts. These are regularly asked in your exam. If you are new to the channel, subscribe the channel. Channel name is NetGuruji. We are discussing every important concept on the channel. Let's begin for the day. We have functional organization given by Taylor. There are 4 specialists or bosses in the planning tool. These are route clerk, instruction card clerk, time and cost clerk, shop discipliner. You have 4 specialists or bosses at the shop level: the gang boss, speed boss, spectre and repair boss. Let's move further. What is the work of the route clerk? He lays down the sequence of operations and instructs the worker concerned about it. Then you have instruction card clerk. He prepares detailed instructions regarding different aspects of work. Time and cost clerk send all information relating to their pay to the workers and secure proper return of work from them. Shop disciplinarian to deal with cases of breach of discipline and absenteeism. Gang boss to assemble and set up tools and machines and to teach the worker to make all their personal motions in the quickest and the best way. Speed boss to ensure that machines are run at their best speeds and proper tools are used by the workers. Repair boss ensure that each worker keeps his machine in good order and maintains cleanliness around him and his machines. Inspector to show to the worker how to do the work. Very important one. Note it down. Take a screenshot if you are comfortable. Then you have Victor Room's expectancy theory, very important one. Let us discuss this. Valence is the first important key point. Valence means the strength of an individual preference for a particular outcome. Valence of 0 occurs when the individual is indifferent toward the outcome. Valence is negative when the individual preferred not attaining the outcome to attaining it. Then you have instrumentality, refers to the relationship between performance and reward. Refers to a degree to which first level outcome. It's a degree to which first level outcome leads to desired second level outcome. People perceive that their preference or performance is adequately rewarded. The perceived instrumentality will be positive. On the other hand, if they perceive that the performance does not make any difference to the rewards, then it will be very low. Expectancy, people have expectations, that is about the likelihood that an action or effort on their past or part will lead to intended performance. Workers will be motivated by the belief that their performance will ultimately lead to payoff for them. Expectancy is the probability that a particular action will lead to particular first level outcome. Very important one. Jot it down. This expectancy theory is asked in the exam. You have Mackland need for achievement theory. Need for achievement, first point, starts to succeed. Then you have need for affiliation, that is warm relationship with others. Need for power, that is control and other people. The employees seek situations where they can attain personal responsibility for finding solutions to problems. They receive immediate feedback, information on how they are progressive towards a goal. They can set moderately challenging goals. They find accomplishing tasks interestingly satisfying. Simple points. Functions of a leader: to take the initiative. He identifies group goals, represents the organization and acts as an arbitrator. How does he take initiatives? He initiates all the measures that are necessary for the purpose of ensuring health and progress of the undertaking in a competitive economy. He should not expect others to guide or direct him. He should lay down the aims and objectives, commence their implementation, and see the goals are achieved according to the predetermined targets. He identifies group goals. The leaders must always help the group identify and attain their goals. Leader is a goal setter. He represents the organization. Leader represents the organization and its purpose, ideals, philosophy and problems to those working for it and to the outside world. In other words, leader is the true representative of the entire organization. He acts as an arbitrator. When groups experience internal difference, whether based on emotional or intellectual clashes, a leader can often resolve the differences. He acts as an arbitrator to prevent serious group differences. Let's move further. He assigns reasons for his action. It is delegate task of leaders to assign a reason to his every command. He has to instruct things in such a way that they are intelligible to all concerned and the cooperation is readily forthcoming. To interpret, he interprets the objectives of the organization and the means to be followed to achieve them. He appraises his followers, convinces them and creates confidence among them. Very important key point. He guides and directs. It is the primary function of the leader to guide and direct the organization. He should issue the necessary instructions and see that they are properly communicated. To encourage teamwork, very important one, the leader must try to win the confidence of his subordinates. He must act like the capital of a team. He manages the organization. Last but not the least, he administers the undertaking of arranging for the forecasting, planning, organization, direction, coordination and control of activities. Let's move further. Types of autocratic leadership. You have strict autocratic leaders. Strict autocratic relies on negative influence and gives orders which the subordinates must accept. He may also use his power to disperse rewards to his group. Then you have benevolent autocrat. That is, the benevolent is affected in getting high productivity in many situations, and he can develop effective human relationship. His motivational style is usually positive. Then you have manipulative autocrat. A manipulative autocrat leader is one who makes the subordinates feel that they are participating in decision making process even though he has already taken the decision. Let's move further. Laissez-faire or free rein relationship leadership. He follows rule of minimum exposure to accountability. He relieves himself of responsibilities and is ready to blame his subordinates if something goes wrong. He has no clear idea of the goals to be attained. He is more security conscious than status conscious. Let's move further. Important concept, Johari window. First top of the key point, open self. Open self is the arena information known to the person and to others. इसमें दोनों ही लोगों को इन्फॉर्मेशन पता होती है. लार्ज एरेना रिजल्ट्स फ्रॉम बिहेवियर दैट इज हाई इन बोथ एक्सपोजर एंड फीडबैक. दोनों ही पैरामीटर हाई हैं इसमें, एक्सपोजर और फीडबैक. देयर वुड जनरली बी ओपननेस एंड कंपेटिबिलिटी एंड लिटिल रीजन टू बी डिफेंसिव. कंपेटिबिलिटी होगी, ओपननेस होगी इसमें. दिस टाइप ऑफ इंटरपर्सनल रिलेशनशिप वुड टेंड डिक्रीज इंटरपर्सनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है ये, इंटरपर्सनल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट को इसमें डिक्रीज किया जाएगा. हिडन सेल्फ नेक्स्ट की पॉइंट है. In this situation, the hidden information is known to person, not to others. Person को पता होती है, others को नहीं पता होती information. It encompasses those things or feelings that we are aware of but don't share with others for fear they will think less of us or possibly use the information against us. Very large hidden knowledge can cause problems if the person expends too much effort in keeping secrets or others if suspicious about the lack of disclosure. There is potential interpersonal conflict in this situation because the person may keep his or her true feelings or attitudes secret and will not open to others. Very important key point. Blind self. The blind self of information known to others but not to yourself. This is the result of no one ever telling you, or because you are defensive blocking them out. The person may be unintentionally irritating to the other. The other could tell the person but may be fearful or of hurting the person's feeling. Such a configuration is rarely total human resources. Furthermore, the person is likely to make many blunders reflecting insensitivity to others. As the hidden self, there is potential interpersonal conflict in this situation. Finally, we have undiscovered self. Undiscovered self includes feelings, experience and information that neither you nor others are aware of. किसी को नहीं पता information. It arises from lack of communication. Communication की lacking है इसमें. Manager whose unknown area is very large tends to be an autocratic leader, perceived as aloof. Employees may have trouble discerning what the person wants. In other words, there is much misunderstanding and interpersonal conflict and almost sure to result. Very important key point. Conflict होते हैं इसमें interpersonal. नेक्स्ट टॉपिक हम नेक्स्ट क्लास में डिस्कस करेंगे. आज हम यहीं पे ख़त्म करते हैं जौहरी विंडो पे. ये जौहरी विंडो आप नोट कर लीजिएगा सारे की पॉइंट्स. आप चाहे तो स्क्रीनशॉट भी ले सकते हैं. डेफिनेटली आपको सीरीज़ पसंद आ रही है. अगर सीरीज़ पसंद आ रही है तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए, बेल आइकन हिट कर लीजिए ताकि कोई भी वीडियो कोई भी टॉपिक आपको मिस ना हो. आप सारे की पॉइंट अगर नोट करते हैं, एग्जाम से पहले रिवाइज करते हैं तो डेफिनेटली आप हर प्रकार का क्वेश्चन को इसलिए क्रैक कर पाएंगे. क्वेश्चन इसी के अराउंड फ्रेम किए जाते हैं. और आपको कोई भी डाउट है किसी भी टॉपिक पे जो कि मैनेजमेंट सब्जेक्ट से जुड़े हो सकते हैं, जैसे कि ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट हो सकता है या अदर मैनेजमेंट के सब्जेक्ट जैसे कि मार्केटिंग मैनेजमेंट, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बिहेवियर हो सकता है, फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट हो सकता है, या फिर इकोनॉमिक्स भी हो सकता है। हम काफ़ी सारे टॉपिक्स को ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन कर चुके हैं चैनल पे। बाकी टॉपिक्स जल्दी अपलोड कर दिए जाएंगे। आपको डाउट है तो आप कमेंट बॉक्स में मेंशन करिए, हम उसका वीडियो जल्दी अपलोड कर देंगे। मिलेंगे नेक्स्ट क्लास में और अदर टॉपिक्स हम मैनेजमेंट के डिस्कस करेंगे।